Motion 2. Watch that birdie 3. And the racing and Poetry in Motion got away smartly on the outside. Watch that birdie go zipping by. It's watch that birdie opening up by a length and a half from Poetry in Motion. My man going west is third. As they head down the back stretch with just over half mile to go. And it is Poetry in Motion. Oh, sorry, it's watch that birdie in front by three parts of a length from on the outside. Only on Sunday. Just running a big race on the outside. Poetry in Motion is next. Then behind these come My Man going west, Florette, Guest again, and Leaping Leopard is the back marker as they go past the 3 furlong marker. The opening quarter was 26 and 2. And watch that birdie is still in front. Only on Sunday coming to press the issue. Poetry in Motion on the inside. Just running a stout race. Guest again is picking him up from the back of the field. Florette needs a seam to run through. And there are no more turns. And watch that birdie is in command. Here comes Poetry in Motion on the inside. On the outside of here too comes Florette. But watch that birdie is staying on strongly. Poetry in Motion trying to close. My Man going west, rallying home. But watch that birdie has flown. Wins it now by a length and a half. Close for second between Poetry in Motion and My Man going west. Florette rounds out the top 4. The winner stops the clock in 109 and 3. In a moment, we'll be back with a recap for you.
Right flag is raised. And where they're going, the longest shot on the board, more fresh milk flow away from there. But there goes the favorite, Sans Sushi. And Ricky Walker and Sans Sushi waste no time, and they pick it up and open off by 2. She's Even Blue is second. Then there's Silver Bullet. Going on past horses wide is Solid Gold. The veteran Verdon's up early. He's in 5th. In the half mile they race. Then there's Gabriella Marie. Behind that one is the stablemate, Time to Pray. Then there's more fresh milk at the back of the field with Treasure Island. Our nasty Elena, the trailer is Summer again, about 10 off of Sans Sushi, who is tackled by She's Even Blue as they race down the hill in the Barbados Olympic Association Trophy. And this Sans Sushi who's just passed by She's Even Blue. So with a quarter mile left to go, She's Even Blue is your leader. Sans Sushi has packed it up. Here comes Verding with also Silver Bullet. Solid Gold's trying to get into it too as they come to the corner. And it is still She's Even Blue trying to hang tough. In between horses is Silver Bullet inside the final furlong. They come. Verding's plugging on at one pace as they come well inside the final furlong. And Silver Bullet has just overpowered She's Even Blue and is finishing on stoutly. And Silver Bullet is going to be much the best as she wins by 3 from She's Even Blue. Then came Verdun. 4th was Time to Pray in 110 and 1. In a moment, a recap for you. Red flag is raised. And away they go. The dozen runners were sent on their 7.8 furlong journey in the Barbados Cricket Association Trophy. So as they come onto the main course and they begin to sort themselves out, it's Anderson Trotman and Andale Julia and Ciroc to the inside. These two will dispute the early lead, and tracking these in third is Discreet Last as they come onto the line for the first time. Justice League is into 4, Javaliers 5th. Down toward the inside 6 is 1 Grand. Then there's the Dock in between horses 7th. Legion is off the pace this afternoon. He's 8th. Carbon Copy down toward his inside 9th. Past the 5 furlong marker they race. Then there's Awesome Swimmer 10th. 11th is Felony Fire, and Zip Code will do his running later as he's 15 lengths off of Ciroc, who went through the opening quarter in a tested 25 and 2. As they race to the half mile marker, still Ciroc who leads from Andale Julia. On the outside is 1 Grand just looking for room, and to her outside is Justice League. Then there's Discreet Last, the Dock, the only horse who wasn't born in 2014, races 5th. Then there's Legion trying to get into it past the 3 furlong marker. And Andale Julia has disposed of Ciroc past the 3 furlong marker as they race down the hill. And she still holds the lead at the quarter mile. From Justice League, here's 1 Grand. There's a break of 4 back to the Dot. Legion still getting into it as they come onto the mile marker. And Justice League, just like that, blew right on by Andale Julia as they come to the corner. And it is Justice League, the one to catch. He's inside the final furlong. Here's 1 Grand. Andale Julia is trying to re-rally. Here's Legion from the back of the pack. But he has to roll by Justice League. 1 Grand up the inside. A tired Justice League lugs in on 1 Grand. And 1 Grand tries to come underneath of Justice League. And she's going to get it done. 1 Grand with a superb performance beats Zip Code and Felony Fire home. Justice League sputtered late and he finished 4th in 141 and 3. In a moment, a recap for you. Red flag is raised. And away they go, and Peruvian got away from there like his tail was on fire as they raced to the 5 furlong marker. But here comes the favorite Quality Star right at the neck of him. Stealing's in third, Don't Doubt Doris fourth. Then there's Leviticus, who got away well this afternoon. Then there's Johnny Walker. Fool Me Not is at the back of the field, actually being pulled up. Gandalf does not have the jockey, and Princess Isabella is tailed off as they go over the top of the hill. It's Peruvian on a measured length lead as they race over the top of the hill. Quality Star is second. Stealing is third. Don't Doubt Doris fourth. Leviticus is well in touch this afternoon, and there's a long way back to Princess Isabella as they race down the hill. 26 flat for the opening quarter, and Peruvian still strides along quite comfortably up front. Quality Star is all in from second. Don't Doubt Doris is third. Stealing just wants somewhere to go as they come to the corner. Leviticus is there as well, as Don't Doubt Doris is floated about 8 wide as they turn for home, and it's Peruvian the one to catch, but Stealing just blows right on by in the Juvenile Breeders' Stakes and Trophy, and it's Stealing the one to beat. Now Peruvian will only man is second, but the full sister to Are You Talking to Me just might be. Stealing romps in the Juvenile Breeders' Stakes and Trophy. Peruvian was second. Quality Star a well-beaten third. Leviticus fourth. Don't Doubt Doris, Johnny Walker, Fool Me Not, and the last one home, well, didn't finish the race, is Fool Me Not. In a moment, a recap for you.
All loaded, set for start. Starter looks them over, and he sends them racing for the 6th race on today's program. The Kino Express Cash Trophy Handicap, going a distance of 9 furlongs, and up front, early on the inside is Double Noble, on the outside is Super Heights, and then on the inside of those then comes Trinidad Dream as they turn right-handed and come down the stretch for the first time. And out front in the blue cap is Double Noble. Along the rails then comes the stable companion is Noble Appeal. On the outside is Devil's Candy. Between horses is Super Heights. Then in between horses comes Trinidad Dream. Along the rails comes Bring My Money. Then comes, that one is Captain Hastings. Then there's Glamorous, Forgotten Romance, and Sancho pays your back marker. They've done the first quarter in 26-1 as they come across the clubhouse turn. And up front, along the rails now, it is Double Noble. It's Noble Appeal from Double Noble. Between horses comes Super Heights. Danny Boy comes around the rails. Sadler's Dream is also on the outside. So too is Trinidad Dreamer. Bring My Money is going the wrong direction. Glamorous begins to improve position. Then comes Captain Hastings and the two-backer Forgotten Romance and Sancho as they fast the 4. And it is still the John Chandler pair of Double Noble and Noble Appeal. They continue to duke it out up front. In third position comes Danny Boy. On moving ominously well on the outside comes Trinidad Dreamer. Devil's Candy is also moving sweetly. Then along the rails, here comes Glamorous as they've done 3/4 of a mile in 1:19 and 4 as they come from behind the tent now, and it is up front. That is Double Noble in front. Sorry, beg your pardon. That's Noble Appeal with Ray Williams up front. On the outside comes Danny Boyd, moving like an absolute dream. Comes Glamorous on the inside. On the outside comes Devil's Candy as they turn for home. And Glamorous is between horses, picks it up. On the outside comes Danny Boyd. It's Glamorous looking for win number 2. Back to back. Glamorous is in front. The Springhead firm must be enjoying themselves this afternoon. It's going to be Glamorous who's going to report home by about 6 lengths from Danny Boy. Then came Devil Candy. Noble Appeal in 5th position was Super Heights, Forgotten Romance, Captain Hastings, Double Noble, Trinidad Dreamer, Saint-Tropez, Sadler's Dream, and a long way back to Bring My Money. They stopped the clock in 2 minutes and 2. In a moment, we'll have the unofficial placings for you.
And the rain is very much with us. So, can I see the light flashing? Well, I'm going to use the television for sure. Can't see the light flashing. And the gates are open. They're off and running for the 2017 edition of the Super Lotto Breeders' Classic Condition Race over 1,800 meters. Spartacus is the first to show towards the outside, 9.69. Then there's another back on the outside. Just waiting for them to sort out. Northern Star goes to lead, beg your pardon. On the outside is 9.69, so these two are going to bring them down the straight for the first time with a wall of horses behind them in the pouring rain. Down the stretch for the first time, and it is 9.69 who assumes the lead from Northern Star. On the outside, that is Totem with Ricky Walker against the rail. Anderson Trotman sits with Spartacus. In 5th position is Banjo. Towards the outside is Donny Cody, Nikita. has Oberoi beaten, followed by the Derby winner of this year, that is Butterfly, and Voldemort is the back marker with Joel Beckles. The quarter have been carved out in 26 and the 5th. They passed the 5 furlong marker, and it is Ray Williams and 9.69. On the inside is Antonio Swagger Whitehall with Northern Star towards the outside. Ricky Walker and Stolen down along the rail, traveling nicely is Spartacus under some pressure to go the distance. That one moved up on the inside is Banjo towards the outside is Donico did it handily held. And Butterfly is chasing Nikita. The back mark at the stage is Oberoi, and he's giving up the ghost. The half in 50 and the 5th as they approach the starting point, and it continues to be 9.69. As a matter of fact, it is now the favorite who's picked it up. It is Northern Star who's gone to the lead. Antonio Swagger Whitehall looking to make it 2 on the card. 9.69 being chased in hot pursuit is Spartacus. Still hanging around that one is Stolen coming around. We have a tremendous horse race as they pass the quarter mark. And it is Northern Star on the inside who clears out again. They come towards the corner and they turn for him. I can tell you now, class is class, form is temporary. Northern Star by a half a length. Spartacus giving it his all towards the outside. Stolen trying. It is Northern Star and Stolen. Northern Star, Stolen and Spartacus. Northern Star, Stolen and Spartacus. Northern Star hanging on tenaciously, stride for stride, neck for neck. Class is class, form is temporary. Northern Star by a neck. In second position is Stolen. On the inside, Spartacus is third. Butterfly ran a wonderful race to stop the clock in 2 minutes 1.4. And halfway down the track, a mile and a quarter out is Oberoi. In a moment, I'll have a recap for you.
Seagull very sharply and opens up about half a length, but there goes Forsaken One who goes through to pick it up. So it's Forsaken One from on the inside. Seagull Apparition is next, then Wildcat T. A break of a length and a half to Daunting David. Refire gets some encouragement as they round the far turn and head up the hill towards the 3 furlong marker. And it is Forsaken One in front by 3 parts of a length from Apparition. Seagull 6th, third. Wildcat T is next. Daunting David comes a hunting. Refire still the back marker of the 6th pot. The opening quarter was 26 and 3 as they head towards the 2 furlong marker. It is Forsaken One, still the leader by half a length from Apparition. Wildcat T is 3 wide. Daunting David has found his best right. Seagull drops away. Refire starts to circle him as well. Inside the quarter pole after half of 48 and 4. And there are no more turns. And it's Forsaken One in front under straw drive. On the outside, here comes Daunting David trying to close. But Forsaken One is in front by 2.5. Daunting David will not get there. Forsaken One by 2. Reigns it under wraps. By about 2 lengths from Daunting David. Refire close well to grab third. The winner stops the clock in 109 and 3. In a moment, we'll be back for a wrap up on the day's racing.